channel. If you're new here, my name is Cameron and I make anything on this channel from college, lifestyle to Disney related content. And as you can tell you guys, I'm in a very comfy setup right now. I'm actually sitting on my bedroom in my townhouse in my own room in college right now. And I want to start making the setup and the aesthetic of my videos a bit more casual. So if you're sitting in bed, stay in bed. This is supposed to be a relaxing environment. But today we are going to be doing a how I take notes / stay organized in college. And I'm also going to be talking about just in general tips for anyone that's also a college student, or even if you're a student in general, that you can apply to your studies. I know it's a very stressful time right now for not just college students, but just the world right now. We are in a pandemic. I understand times are hard. So I just wanted to provide this advice video to anyone watching this that is in college. And just in general, over the past couple of weeks, I've been getting DMs from my subscribers, just in general asking how I do college, how I take notes, how I stay so organized. So here's the video. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you enjoy this video anytime, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what other college related videos you want to see from me in the future. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, be sure you subscribe. Join the mini family we have here on this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And be sure to check out all the links that are in the description. I have a plethora of links for my social media to my merch. All that fun stuff will be linked in the description, and stay tuned for a lot of fun content coming, simply because I'm about to go home next week for Thanksgiving and Christmas break, and I have so many video ideas that I'm planning to do over the break, and I'm super excited. So if you're not subscribed, be sure you subscribe, click the button, red button down below, and without further ado, let's get started. So I'm currently on my bed. I have my blanket and my computer and all of my setup here, and then as you can tell, like my tapestry and then my postcard wall. We are in the comfy Zen mode. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, so I have my computer right here. I personally, for all my classes this semester, let me give you a little background. So I'm currently a sophomore in college. I'm in my first semester of my sophomore year of college. About to finish it, which is really crazy to say. And I'm a communications major with a minor in business and visual arts. And this semester, I am taking 6 classes right now, what I think is total up to 17 credit hours. And especially with the pandemic and everything, when I was picking my classes out over the summer, I absolutely knew that I wanted to knock out as much as I needed to knock out, just because I want to take advantage of how everything is easy and how everything is remote right now, so that when the world kind of does go back together in the future, I can start taking more fun stuff. So if you want me to do a whole video on just the classes that I took and my thoughts on them, like do a little review video on that, be sure to comment that in the description. I think that'll be a interesting video, not just to give future students that go to my university an idea of what the classes are like, or if there's anyone that's here that's interested in taking a certain class, have at it. So we're going to first start out with organization we're going to start with my iPad. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be on this side, and I'm going to have the screen recording of my iPad show you what I am looking at. So I'm going to screen record, if I can find it really quick. Okay, so my iPad is now screen recording. I'm going to turn Do Not Disturb on so no extra notifications come. So to start off, this is my iPad, by the way. Man, I keep forgetting the actual name of this iPad. I'll have it linked in the description of this video if you're interested in getting the same one. It is an iPad with a Apple Pencil feature, so I use it all the time. I love it. So we're actually going to get it out right here, and we're gonna try it out. So the actually the three main apps that I really use every single day for school are Canvas, which I'm sure if you're a college student, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Canvas has all of your um, school stuff. It's basically like the newer Blackboard, if you remember those days. So that keeps all of my school information from assignment postings, tests. Literally, that's how the teachers at my university organize college. And then I have Good Notes, which this is my holy grail app. I don't just use this for college, I use this for everything in my life, and it's been basically my crutch this entire semester ever since I first got my iPad. So to start off, I have a just an overall general to-do list of things that I want to get done that I just put on one to-do list, one big to-do list. And as you can tell, I have a lot of stuff that I just randomly, when I think of it, I put it in my head and then directly onto my iPad. So anything from plan future giveaways to make a list of grad schools to apply for study abroad, all that stuff that's like either college, YouTube, or just life stuff I put on this big to-do list that I can come back later and just check off whenever I'm done. So yeah, a lot of extra stuff is there. And then I just have an overall notebook for just college. So this actually was really nice. The way I organized this is I have a homework schedule, which is a separate to-do list for every single day of the week. And as you can tell, obviously, since I'm filming this on a Thursday, this is stuff that I got done today, which I can erase later. But I organize all my work at the beginning of the week, so on Sunday nights of what I want to get done. So this can be for all week. So this is what I'm going to do tomorrow and Saturday, and then Sunday I leave open normally just to get ready for the next week. So I have a day for every single day of the week. And then I have my weekly schedule, which just has like my Zoom classes, podcast recording, weekly COVID test time, club meetings, and like meeting for my campus job. So just stuff that happens every single week that I know is going to happen every week is in my weekly schedule. And then I just have just my college documents that I need to keep on file, and then just like club stuff. So that is my college folder. Then I have a podcast folder, which I'm actually going to exit this out really quick simply because I'm currently making a decorative cover for the winter schedule for my podcast. If you did not know, I run a podcast with one of my best friends from college. Her name is Faith. I'll have it linked in the description as well as the podcast Instagram, so you can stay tuned for the winter schedule because we have just scheduled some really, really exciting winter podcast collabs, and you guys are definitely not going to want to miss out on that. So definitely, if you're not following the podcast, Current Talk Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you listen to your podcast, is going to be linked in the description. Definitely go check it out and give it a listen. And so next, I have my YouTube notebook, which this is actually really empty simply because I still have to plan for my Christmassy schedule for YouTube. So I am planning to do Vlogmas this year for the very first time. I've never done Vlogmas before, and I'm very excited. I, just like any other person that watches YouTube all the time, watches YouTube all the time and just sees all the really creative Christmas content YouTubers put out every year. So I thought I would give it a try, especially since I'm going to be at home the entire month of December. I'm going to find it really easy just to pull out my camera and vlog every single day. So expect a new video every single day in December. I'm very excited to start that journey and to have it as a tradition on my channel. So stay tuned for Vlogmas, and this is also just where I in general plan all my videos. Then moving into my next thing is my blog notebook, and again, I still have to plan more stuff with my blog because I actually have some Christmassy ideas that I want to do for that too. So that is currently empty. And then this is probably, if it's not my to-do list, my fall 2020 classes notebook is my most used one, and I simply just have a notebook for every single class that I'm taking this semester in its own thing. And I just have everything from just like exam reviews to syllabuses for my classes, and I highlight all stuff, just like important stuff like extra credit, and just extra details that I need to know for the course instead of like printing out paper copies, which can get lost and all that stuff. So very, very happy. This iPad is honestly the best thing to have. I think every single college student should invest in an iPad. Luckily, my parents bought me this. I'm very blessed to say that I did not have to drop a single coin on this for the Apple Pencil. But if you are a college student and you are looking for a environmental alternative or just something that's easier, I definitely invest getting an iPad and an Apple Pencil for your college life. I've not used a single notebook or a single pencil this entire semester. Everything I've done has been on my computer and my iPad, and I absolutely love it, and it's the easiest thing ever. So that is my fall folder. And then last but not least is my new book notebook, which if you did not know, I am in the process right now of writing my first book. And I'm very excited about it. I haven't talked too much about it just because I want to keep it more of a surprise, but this is the planning for that I keep there. So that is everything that is in the Good Notes app, which if you have an iPad, highly recommend that you download this app and just use it. If you're in high school, this is definitely a great app to use. It keeps me so organized with everything, and absolutely 10 out of 10 recommend to any college student or student in general. So then the next app we're going to talk about is Notability, and this is actually the main nitty gritty note app that I use. Good Notes is more, I think, for just organizing and just having a clear view, but Notability is actually where I take my hardcore notes for all my classes. So as you can tell, all my classes are on the left column, and right now currently the class that I take the most notes in is definitely one of my etche classes that I have at my university. We take notes literally every single time we have a reading, a Zoom class. It is absolutely insane sometimes. But I just have it blocked off by every week, and I try to keep all the readings separated. And just like Good Notes, it's really nice simply because what I do is every time one of my professors assigns us a reading, which is whether it's a PDF or a website, I will download that PDF from my iPad and then have it directly sent to Notability so that I do not have to sift through websites or sift through files on the grading app. I can simply just download it, and if I need to annotate something or write comments, I can simply just highlight important things as you can see here. So definitely this is honestly, when I tell you guys iPads are essential for college students, highly 10 out of 10 recommend that you get an iPad because this is how I basically do college now, and I'm very blessed to have this option. And then just like Good Notes, there is the option if you don't want to necessarily type your notes, you can write it. I did so here. I think this is the first week of classes, and then I'm going to go to my art history class, which this is actually where I do a lot of my typing notes. And what we normally do in this class is we look at art and we just analyze it. And as we analyze the art on the Zoom class, I simply on my iPad use this Apple keyboard that came, or that didn't come, but my parents bought with my iPad to type my notes. So it will hook like this, and it'll basically operate like a mini laptop, which is really nice. And then when I just want to use my iPad just for simple iPad use, my pencil, it clicks right in. And then so back to my art history class, it is really nice that just like I download readings and PDFs for my other classes, for my art history class, he gives us PowerPoints with the art images that we're analyzing. I just download it, save the image to my Photos app, and then just insert it into the thing so that when I'm studying or if I just need it for an assignment and I need to reference back to it, it is there and I don't have to sift through stuff. So definitely, absolutely love this app specifically for those two classes. But for my other classes, as you can see, there are notes there, just not as much. And there is an option to where if you have a lot of notes, just specifically for one class, you can organize it by name, by the date that you looked at it or added stuff to it, and then the date that you created it. Um, I typically just have it on the date that I edit it just so it's fresh in my mind how I update apps, but you can obviously do whatever you want to do with that. And I just think it's honestly really satisfying and just rewarding just to scroll back sometimes, just to see how much I've written this semester, which almost at 60 pages of notes, which for all my classes, that's a lot of notes. So definitely love this app. It's awesome, and highly recommend that if you have an iPad, you download this app too. And then just like every other normal college student, I have Gmail, Google Docs, Google Slides, and LinkedIn, and then just all the fun stuff. So that is everything that I'm going to show you guys on my iPad. So now we are going to move into, my planner. So, well, as you can tell, I did have on my GoodNotes app a schedule for every single day that I want to do certain amounts of work, and I simply do it that way just so I don't feel unproductive. Number one, and I know I've gotten stuff done, and I also don't feel burned out or worked out if I have stuff sectioned for each day to accomplish. If I get it all done for that day, then I feel productive. I won't feel like I didn't do enough work, all there. But I, just like every other person, just love the satisfaction of crossing stuff off, highlighting, adding stickers and stuff. So I'm going to show you guys, this is the current week I'm filming this video, but I'm also going to show you guys another week that just had a lot of stuff on it. So I'm going to make sure this zooms in here. So this is my in-person planner, and at the beginning of the semester, I wrote down all the due dates and highlighted them in the yellow highlight, and wrote down all of the stuff that's due for that week for all my classes. And as you can tell, I love stickers. I added stickers just for fun stuff. And the cool thing about this planner is it gives you every single week a motivational quote. So this week's motivational quote is, "Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that stuff life that's the stuff life's made of," by Benjamin Franklin. And so this is my planner. I absolutely love this planner, and this is part of actually my Sunday routine. So every Sunday nights, I will look at whatever's due for that week and simply accordingly add it to whatever day of that week I want to accomplish, get stuff done, keeping in mind due dates, test dates, exam dates, all that fun stuff. But this week, obviously, because the semester is winding down, my weeks have been getting very empty. Not as much work, but let me take you guys, I think I'm going to take you guys back to one of my summer semesters where I had tons of information written down. So this, oh man. So this is just a week. If you did not know, I did take summer classes, and this is a week where I had so much to do. I did take 2 classes over the summer just to get ahead and not have to take them this semester, and honestly, this was probably one of my busiest weeks I've ever had this entire year, and I just crossed everything out, written down what I wanted to do. So while it is nice to have an iPad, if you do not have an iPad, that is okay. A simple planner will work. This is just a simple 2020 planner, hardcover. It will do the trick, and it honestly works for me too. But yeah, that is it for my in-person planner. And then for my MacBook, really the only thing that I do for organization on my MacBook is, so this is my homepage on my MacBook, and I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see, but I have I think this is the left-hand side of my computer screen, I have a folder for every single class. So when I download PDFs, when I download assignments, when I download PDFs that have like test questions and stuff, I always save them to that specific folder. And then I also have a folder because one of my campus jobs that I work on campus, I am a staff photographer for my school's newspaper. And when I take pictures at online events, I download them from my phone to my computer, and I keep them all as like an archival spot on my MacBook. And then on the right hand side, I have a separate folder for college, a separate folder for home, separate folder for YouTube, separate folder for my podcast, separate folder for wallpapers, and just all that fun stuff that aren't really just like class stuff, but just like life stuff. And I just have a nice little motivational collage here that has like girl boss, don't stop until you're there, all that fun motivational stuff, and it just fits with the whole aesthetic. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I'm looking at my time right now, and it is at 20 minutes, but I think every single minute of this video was very beneficial. I hope that you guys took something from this video and will motivate you to either continue to organize yourself better for the current semester, or to get yourself prepared for spring 2021 of next semester. I can't believe it, you guys. Time is flying, especially with this pandemic. The fact that I'm going to be finishing my first semester, my second year of college, in not that much time is actually really insane. And it just goes to show how fast time flies. If you want me to do a separate video talking about my classes for next semester, I can do that, as well as talking about in another video my classes this semester and my thoughts on that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for anyone who made it this far. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what other videos you want to see from me in the future. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, I'd love to have you here. Be sure you subscribe so you not miss out on any future videos. Also click the gray bell next to the subscribe button so you'll get a post notification when I upload. Also, I have a podcast, I have channel merch, I have a blog. All those links to those will be in the description, and I'll try to link as much of the products that I did mention in this video in the description so you can shop those, including the iPad as well as the planner. But yeah, if you want to as well, I do respond back to every single comment that's left in my videos. So if you respond and you leave a comment in the comment section of this video, I will see it and I will like it and I will respond back to it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!